You're at the Mini Woodstock Festival in Santa Barbara, California. Yes, this is the show where Foreave Stars International shine. It's for entrepreneurs in the entertainment field. And tonight we have some great guests for you, so keep tuned. Here we go at the Dream Machine USA, telling you, lift your glasses, get all your hors d'oeuvres ready, because we're going to have fun tonight. You're at the Dream Machine USA at ABG Studios and our TV studios, Mini Woodstock Festival. So join us, have fun tonight. We've got some great guests for you. Yay! Keep tuned, everybody. Hello there. Well, it's Lucy Luca, and it's August for the Mini Woodstock Festival. And I hope you've got all your hors d'oeuvres and all your drinks, and whether they're alcoholic or not, just sit yourself down. We're on TVSB and we're going to have some fun. I'm Lucy Luca, the reporter for the Foreave Stars International. That's all those stars all across the world that are entrepreneurs. And I have a wonderful star with us tonight. And a lot of you may even know him because he's often on TVSB. Yes, his name is Matt Schuster. Wonderful guy. Been in Santa Barbara about a year, I guess. And we have had him at TVSB, the executive director of TVSB. That's our Matt, and we're very excited because he's not only an executive director, but there's lots of secrets that we don't know about Matt. He is not only a fire sign, yes, he's a Leo the Lion, and he's born on my brother Leslie's birthday. My goodness, it's like I already know the chap. Anyway, I'm looking forward to interviewing Matt tonight, and I'm looking forward to introducing him to you. He has a lovely wife, Jane, who I hope is watching tonight, and his lovely son, Trevor. Anyway, Matt Schuster, welcome to Mini Woodstock Festival.
Thank you.
And I want you to tell us all about yourself. It's exciting. So
yeah.
Matt, take it away. How did all this begin? You being in the entertainment field, and where did you were born? And tell us everything about yourself, Matt.
How much time do we have?
Oh, we have lots of time.
Not a problem then. Well, I was born in Detroit, Michigan. Grew up in Michigan. Just have one brother, an identical twin, who's 29 minutes younger than me.
Oh my goodness.
So he held out a while before he came out, and they had to pull him out.
Oh my gosh.
He wasn't quite ready, but as he says it, he just enjoyed the extra room at the time, so he was enjoying that. But my family, we're all Leos, actually.
Oh, that's incredible.
All of our birthdays within 4 days of each other.
That's amazing.
So it's a party every year.
I should think it's a party every night.
Yeah, it was very interesting conversations many nights as we go. But you learn how to hold your own when you're in a family of all strong-willed people.
Wow,
so.
you're all lions. I can't even imagine. Did anybody ever sort of let the other person lead? How does that work? Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I don't know. My dad let a lot of other people lead. A lot of times he was a smart one. And my favorite thing at the dinner table that they hated was that they'd start discussing a topic and I would take the opposite viewpoint, and then I would argue until they took my side, and then I'd flip to their viewpoint and start arguing the other side again.
Yeah, they're troublemakers.
Yeah.
My brother Leslie,
right?
Total troublemaker.
So we just stopped having those conversations at the dinner table.
Anyway, 19th of August, folks, if you want to get those birthday cards into Matt, 19th of August, send him a happy birthday.
And so I've always kind of been in entertainment since I was a kid, I guess. My mom was in the entertainment industry growing up. She grew up in LA, and you know, she did commercials and TV shows and things at the time, and so I guess it's kind of in our blood. Well, you know, being a Leo too, it doesn't hurt.
It doesn't hurt.
You know, so
very passionate.
You know, yeah, and we like to be and
she's a Leo
on stage.
too.
She's a Leo as well. Yeah, yeah. She's August 17th, so 2 days before us. And
amazing.
yeah, so I did shows as a kid, and did shows in high school, and performed and sung and danced and things. Took ballroom for a number of years.
I did that, Arthur Murray.
Yeah, did you do Arthur Murray? Yeah. No, I did it when I just went to bars and they did classes, and then a friend of mine and we said, hey, there's a contest, and we entered and won, and then we got free dance lessons, private, so we did that for a while, and had a lot of fun, but studied jazz, tap, ballet, you know, ballroom.
I love tap. I did
all that
tap
kind of
when
stuff.
I was a little
Yeah,
girl too.
yeah,
I
a little bit of it, yeah.
It's
a lot of fun. So I've done a lot of musical theater over the years, and when I was in college, I kind of eventually stumbled upon broadcast cable production as a career choice, and fell in love with it, and what you could do with media and the power of media to tell stories, you know, in ways, and use fiction and everything else to tell a story too, outside of.
Did you ever put any, like, your own productions on as far as television?
No, not really. I mean, I've always been hired to do them. I've never really just taken and done my own per se. You know, I've had a lot of, working in community media, I've had a lot of discretion to kind of pick some types of shows I'm interested in to develop and to produce. So I've had that luxury to do so, where a lot of my friends from school and grad school, you know, came out to LA, and, you know, they had to produce or do exactly what, you know, the companies wanted them to do. And while I was jealous of them at times, thinking, wow, you're in LA working, they would turn around and say, well, I'm just reading scripts, and I'm jealous that you're actually producing stuff, you know, and actually have your hands doing it, which is what we all went to school for. So
I see.
You know, so it's kind of where you are and what you're doing, right? So yeah, I've done all kinds of shows, from health shows to a morning talk show.
Wonderful.
To I don't know what else.
So how did you and Jane meet? How did you and Jane meet?
We met in Illinois.
Okay.
So after I was in Michigan for a while, and I was leading one of the top government channels in the country there, I went to Illinois to launch a government channel for the Lake County, Illinois, and get it up off the ground. One-person operation, so I was doing it all on camera, behind the camera. I'd set up a camera, and then I'd sit down and tape my stand-ups or intros, and I would check to see that it worked, or I'd set up a monitor to see it. And I even did a news show where I would shift to the side, you know, to add the graphics and things. So it was crazy, but
a one-man television.
Right, but while I was there, I started doing musical theater again, and I met Jane doing theater.
Oh,
so we were in a show, Little Shop of Horrors, together, and everybody knew that we were right for each other before I knew. So,
interesting. And
you know.
Don't tell me, is she a Leo?
No, she's not a Leo.
Is she a Sagittarian or something?
She's a Cancer.
Oh, she's like me.
Yeah.
She's a Cancer. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
She throws water over you every now and then.
Yeah,
Us
she
Cancers. Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah, yeah. So we met doing a show. We were in the homeless chorus of Little Shop of Horrors.
That's incredible.
And then we did a couple other shows together there, and then we finally started dating. And she says it like the next week. I thought there was a little more time, or the next day. I told her that there was a job opportunity in Louisville, Kentucky that I was thinking of applying for, and asked her what she thought. And she said, well, I don't know what to say. We've only been on like one date. What do you want? You know, she's like, well, see what it is. And it worked out really well. And so I moved there, and we kept dating long distance. And about a year, no, not quite a year after I was down there, I proposed, and then she, after we got married, she relocated.
Oh, wow.
Down there as well. So and then we actually got married in Louisville, and because we finally decided it was easier to plan it and tell everyone to come to us for the wedding. And
nice.
So we did there and had a great time. A good friend of ours sang, performed. Of course, we had a lot of performers there, so they were, you know, we had friends of ours singing at the wedding, and a friend of ours, her jazz band played, and had our other friends up singing and playing instruments with her. And
that's incredible.
Yeah, it was fun. So
and the whole family are performers, I'm sure.
Yeah, I had all my swing dance friends who were there. We're doing swing dancing, and we had a great time. Yeah,
Sounds incredible.
A lot of fun. And then we were in Louisville for 9 years, and then this job opportunity came up, and we moved out here right after we had I applied a month after Trevor was born.
Wow.
Which was a little crazy, and then we moved when he was 5 months old. So.
Oh my gosh! Yeah. And now you've just moved into a new place.
We've just moved into a new place.
Incredible.
Yeah. It took a long time to get it, so we're glad to finally feeling a little settled. So.
Well, Santa Barbara TVSB is really excited to have Matt. And what is it that you think that you've got coming in the future for TVSB or for yourself? I mean, I hope we have him for a long time.
I hope so.
So can you give us a little bit about what's going on with your plans with TVSB and, you know, what we can look forward to?
Yeah, all sorts of stuff is coming down the road. So we're expanding to all new media platforms so that people who have Cox or don't have Cox can see the programming, and people in the community can learn more and have better access to all sorts of media technology to share their message and increase civic engagement, or you know, just help build a community communications infrastructure that we're all part of, and helping you know, to raise voices through. And
sounds incredible. And then I know that you were telling me about it before. There's a, by the way, everyone out there, you do need to get your box for TVSB. It's free. And it comes with your Cox Cable that you already get every month. But a lot of times, if you don't ask for it at Cox Cable, they will not remember to ask you if you want it. So just tell your friends, if you have TVSB, obviously you're watching it right now, tell your friends, make sure you get that box. It's free. You're already getting Cox, so make sure you get your box. And also they just turn it on or they give you a box. So, and it's all free with your Cox Cable that you already have. The other thing is, you were telling me about a thing called Roku.
Roku, yeah. Roku. So we're looking at, we're going to be launching down the road, hopefully in the next 6 months or so, depending on how the development works and goes. We're hoping to soon have a TVSB channel on the Roku box.
Oh, that's exciting.
So anyone who buys a Roku box and you know, has internet will be able to add the TVSB channel to their lineup and then access programming.
Wow, and I think this Roku box is where? Radio Shack or
yeah,
Amazon,
they're all over. You can Google it or something and see it, and you can buy it a number of different places.
Okay, so that's Roku, folks. That's R-O-K-U. So if you can't get TVSB on the television, then get it for you. Do you get that for your computer? Is that what you do? No,
it hooks up to your internet. It goes through like Wi-Fi. So you put a wireless router in your house, and then it just works there for streaming media. You know, over the internet that way. And then we're also going to be adding a whole bunch of media to the TVSB website and really building out the identity of shows on the TVSB website. And shows will be able to have, like this one itself, will be able to have its own website on tvsb.tv.
Oh,
so it'll be something like tvsb.tv/Mini Woodstock or something. I mean,
exciting.
Who knows? It'll have information about all the characters on the show and you know, all the great guests you have coming up.
Like
and
like they do on television.
Yeah, so like if you went to CBS or somewhere else and they list all the shows that are on CBS, it'll be the same thing on the TVSB website. We'll list all the large variety of shows that we have. You know, on TVSB Voice itself, we have well over 30 different programs that air, and the Culture Channel has, you know, at least 10 or more as well. Community media channels in the country produce more programming than the public broadcasting system produces on a yearly basis. Because you think about all these channels like these and media centers and all the towns throughout the country, and they're turning out all this, you know, on a nonprofit budget, you know, and our operational budgets for the most part are essentially like what 1 or 2 commercials would cost, you know, on the national scale.
Wow.
You know, so, you know, they're spending all that money for just a few things, and we're making all this, you know, and helping everybody to create their own local programming that speaks about their community.
This is exciting. Well, gosh, you know, I'm very excited. I tell you, we're very excited about TVSB, folks, and I hope that you're just as excited as we are coming to you in your home locally in Santa Barbara and going on YouTube or going on the new TVSB web when it comes in the next few months or next year. Anyway, Matt, I'm so excited. Thank you so much for taking the time today to come to the Mini Woodstock Festival, and Lucy Liquor here is very proud to have Matt Schuster, Foreave Stars International, worldwide star, this man. I'm very excited that you took the time to come out and see us, and thank you so much indeed.
Well, thank you. I've enjoyed being here. It's been a lot of fun.
And cheers, Matt. Cheers. Yeah, thank you so much. And give my love to, and when Trevor gets a little older, I know Tutu would love to have him on the show. So I'm looking forward to it.
I'm sure he'd love to be on it, and he'll partake in all the TVSB media education programs too that we offer.
Oh, I'm sure he's going to be another little Matt Schuster. If you could see Trevor, he's like so cute. Anyway, folks, thank you so much for watching Foreave Stars international reporter Lucy Looker. But don't adjust your TVSB set right now, leave it on channel 17, because guess who's coming up? Yes, you figured it. It's Tutu time, and Tutu's coming to see you all. So once again, this is Lucy Luca reporting for the Foreave Stars International, and we'll see you next month. Cheers. Oh, I just received a text. Oh my goodness, you got me with my hair all in rollers. Anyway, I'm excited because Tutu time is about to happen, everybody. So all the boys and girls, get ready, because we have 2 wonderful stars coming to Tutu time today. All right, now I'm going to go get ready. Bye. See you at Tutu time. It's Tutu time. It's Tutu time. Time for the young stars of Foreave. Tell me your goals, tell me your dreams, Tutu time. Tell me your goals, tell me your dreams at Tutu time. It's Tutu time and she loves you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's Tutu time and she loves you. Yeah. Tell me your goals, tell me your dreams. You're the young stars of Foreave. Tutu time, Tutu time, it's Tutu time. Hi, here we are at Tutu time, and it's August, and I have a lovely guest for you. You've met this wonderful star from Tutu time before. You met her in May, and her name is Skylar Metcalf. You met her brother Jack. And now you're going to see Skylar again. And Skylar told us all about Kellogg School before. And she gave us the wonderful song from Kellogg School. And she told us all about her, principal that goes up on the roof and, dyes their hair blue. But see, I wonder what she's going to tell us today. So Skylar, it's good to see you. So glad you came back. So tell everybody what's been going on.
Well, a lot of things have been going on, more than one.
More than one, okay. A lot of things, more than one thing has been going on.
Well,
so tell us all about it. What's been going on?
I'm gonna have a friend over for a play date for the first time.
For the first time? I remember I helped raise you. You had playmates come over and play before. What do you mean for the first time? What do you mean the first time? When?
Well, her name's Elena.
Oh, it's her first time at your house. Okay, because I know Skylar's had lots of playmates over. Your mum lets lots of playmates come over for you and your brothers. So, but this is your friend Lena, is her name?
Elena.
Elena, what a pretty name. So it's her first play date to your house. Oh, nice. Are you excited about that?
Yeah.
What is it about Elena that you like?
Well, she's really nice, and I don't really know, but I just really like her.
Oh, you really? So she's kind of like one of your best friends?
Yeah.
And do you go to school with Elena?
Yes, she's in my class.
Oh, she's in your class. And how's school been treating you since we last saw you? What's been going on at school? Anything exciting?
Well,
didn't you do a pantomime or a sing or some sort of singing
spring
thing?
Sing.
Oh, a spring scene. Tell us about your spring scene. How did that go?
Well, we started out with, wait, I forget what we started out with because it was a little while ago.
Oh, okay. It was spring, I guess so. It's over. Okay, so do you have a song for us? This Tutu time? Do you have another song? I remember you used to sing lots of different songs when I used to look after you. You always had lots of songs. And so there was tell me another song that you used to sing. Remember at Kellogg School you used to sing not just the Bulldog, is it called the Bulldog song? Not just that one. There was another song you sang. Was it Remembering September, Remember?
Oh, yeah, I remember
You
that
remember
one.
that? Can you sing that song to everybody?
I used to sing it in kindergarten.
Well, can you do it again? It's such a nice song. I know she used to sing this in kindergarten, and I think it's great that she's willing to sing it to us now because you're in what?
Second grade.
Second grade. And in September, do you go to third grade?
Yeah.
Wow, I can't even believe how quickly you're growing. Oh my goodness. So would you sing that one? It's such a nice song that you learned in kindergarten. And I know it's not a little person's song. It's a nice song. Do you want to stand up and sing or do you want to sit and sing?
In September, summer ends, a new school year begins. We go back to school to learn and play with our old friends. Oh, it's so hard to remember.
Well, it's a long time ago when you were in kindergarten. So you don't have any other songs that they sing now you're in second grade?
Well, I do remember one from the beginning of the year.
Okay, let's hear that one then.
I have a car that's made of tin. Nobody knows what shape it's in. Has 4 wheels and a rumpled seat. Hear us charging down the street. Honk, honk, rattle, 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 crash, beep, beep. Honk, honk, rattle, 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 crash, beep, beep. Honk, honk, rattle, 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 crash, beep, beep. Honk, honk.
That's great. Okay, so let's say bye-bye from Tutu Time and tell everybody you'll see them again.
Bye.
Bye-bye, everybody. Any friends out there you want to wave to? Elena, bye. Hi, here we are at Tutu Time, and I'm really excited because we have a lovely young local chap here. And yes, he's a musician, so I'm very excited. He goes to San Marcos School, and so we're going to introduce you to Matthew Jimenez. Have I said that correctly? I hope so, because it's very difficult for me sometimes to say Spanish names. But I'm very excited to meet you, Matt, because I've heard a lot of Matt's playing, and you play a saxophone. Can you even believe that you play a saxophone? It's such a great instrument. It's so wonderful. So tell me about yourself, Matt. I mean, what are your plans for your future? And tell us about the school you go to and what the program that you're in, and just tell us all about Matthew.
Well, I go to San Marcos, and I'm in almost every music program they have to offer there. I'm in marching band, jazz band, concert band, the drum line, and the men's choir Royal Knights. Also in their spring musical orchestra. I've been playing saxophone for, I think it's going on 8 years now, since I was in 4th grade. So I'm planning on continuing that for as long as I possibly can. I even like to make a career out of it. So after high school, I'd like to apply to many different music colleges, and then be able to audition for different groups, whether it be in New York or LA, and then hopefully I get accepted in. But if they want more education, then I would gladly take that.
Wow, this sounds exciting. Foreave Stars International is very excited to hear all this about our Tutu Time Foreave Young Stars. And one thing that's really wonderful, I know that later on we're going to have you play a piece for us that's going to be very exciting. So what class are you in? I mean, how old are you right now?
I'll be going into my junior year.
Okay, what does that mean? That's 15, is it 16?
I'm 16 years old, and I'm about to go into my 3rd year of high school.
If people wanted to see you play, I mean, do you play, or are you available to book for playing?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, do you have like an email, or are you on Facebook, or how can people get a hold of you, Matt?
They could definitely just call my cell would be the best way to contact me, because I always have my cell phone on me.
Okay, tell them your number.
The number is 805-450-5458.
Once again?
805-450-5458.
Great. And if someone wants to get a hold of Matt, say you want to hear him play sax, you would like him to play. I tell you something, different activities out there, weddings, whatever, people enjoy the saxophone. I know, I love the saxophone. I think it's just so wonderful. And what you did, what I heard you on Facebook, that your mom and dad, put on there, and I heard it was absolutely incredible.
Thank you.
So, for a young man, it's, with, not really any college formal training, just school. That means you really love it and it comes from your heart. So tell us a bit about your siblings and your family and stuff.
I have 4 siblings, 2 of which live at home, and then 2 are out of high school and in college or out of college.
So you were born in Santa Barbara?
Yeah.
Great. Okay, well, let's hear some saxophone music from Matthew Jimenez. Looking forward to it. Yay! Fantastic! Matthew Jimenez for Tutu Time. Great job. Hope you'll come back again, Matthew.
Oh, I hope to. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. Let's wave bye-bye. Bye from Tutu Time. Hello, everyone. I hope you enjoyed Tutu Time. Very nice show this month. We're at the Mini Woodstock still, and I'm glad that you're still on TVSB. Now, I have a really interesting guest, and a lot of people probably know this gentleman throughout Santa Barbara because he's been here a long time, and a lot of young people know him and love him. He is the band director and percussionist and composer. He's going to tell you all about his world of entertainment at the San Marcos High School and many other places, I'm sure. So we're going to have an interesting interview, and his name is Lizelle Henderson. And welcome, Lizelle. It's so fantastic to see you. It really is. It's wonderful to see you. And I love Jamie, who's your partner, and you're much loved by all the kids. And our two children know you and love you. And Donna Rose has been working with you for years and adores you. So I'm so excited that you said, yes, you'll come into the Mini Woodstock Festival and you'll tell us all about your life in the entertainment field. And it's very exciting for me that you have decided to come, because I know that you're always into so many things, creative arts, and you're a drummer. Yeah. You're so many things, Lizelle. So just tell me, how did it all begin? You know, where were you born? Tell me all about yourself, your family, everything. So Lizelle Henderson, everyone.
I was born here in Santa Barbara, California. Born and raised here.
That doesn't happen very often.
No, it doesn't. Yeah, born and raised here. I got my start playing music. Basically, my parents wanted me to be a trumpet player.
Wow.
Yeah, and
so
I tried it.
Trumpet?
I tried it, and it just wasn't for me. And when I got to junior high, I was still playing trumpet. And a man who everybody knows around town, very well known, inspiration to so many people, Isaac Jenkins, was my junior high director at the time. Wow. And he saw that, I just wasn't having a good time doing it. And asked me what was going on. I said, well, I'm not happy doing this, and I really want to play a different instrument. I'd like to play drums. And so he gave me my opportunity, and I switched to drums. And since then, that's been like kind of my passion in terms of music. I do play other brass instruments, but percussion really is my passion.
You love percussion.
Yes.
You actually lead all the, because Arthur, our son, as you know, he was a drummer in
he was
the,
one of my groups, actually.
And
yes.
he was actually taught by you. Wonderful. And so that is your baby. So when you're looking at the marching band, right? Is there you're ahead of the marching band though, aren't you? I'm confused.
I compose all the music, generally for the groups that I work with, and I run the percussion program. So anything to do with percussion, whether it be field drums or sideline percussion, I do all that.
I see. Gosh, that. And how long? So you've been with San Marcos High School for a long time?
Since 1990.
My goodness, that's
yes.
a long time.
Yeah.
Wow, so it's a real deep love that you have for this.
Yeah.
And for the children, obviously, or the kids, youth. They're not calling them children.
Yeah.
So tell me, in regards to, where is this with your dream? I mean, as you know, the show is about people doing their dreams. So this was, so you're at junior high, and Isaac Jenkins, he was kind enough to understand your dream of wanting to play percussion instruments. So where did you go from there? How did you get into the field that you're in? Where did it come?
After high school, I went through high school and played music in high school, was a drummer at high school, and I got involved in a drum corps.
Oh, okay.
One of my former instructors, a gentleman named Steve Emmeheiser, who was actually a graduate of Dos Pueblos, was teaching us. He was our percussion instructor at the time, and he marched in the drum corps. A lot of the students that were in the group at the time got interested in wanting to do that, and so I went and auditioned, and I made it into a corps, and I did that from 1982 through 1986 as a marching member. And then I began teaching drum corps in 1988, and I taught various years through the 90s and into the 2000s, and just music has been one of my passions ever since.
Yeah, you've done it for all this time,
Yeah.
and the love of it.
Yeah.
You know, because I remember even Arthur, as a young man, he marched for Dos Pueblos. He marched for San Marcos too for a little bit, and then he actually wrote percussion for our Buddhist organization in Santa Barbara and in Los Angeles. And so he was able to write percussion. So I think it's wonderful how the kids, when they do get into the marching bands in the schools, and then they do find an instrument that they love, that they're able to then, especially as a drummer, to learn how to write. Mm-hmm. That, to me, is such an amazing thing to happen, and it's great that this was your passion, because it's not an easy career to go into.
No, it's not, you know, and it's, you've got to have a lot of passion to do it, be pretty understanding. There's a lot of different situations that go into doing it. It's great though. It's great to see all the students come through, and then when you have, you know, students who go on beyond and they go to college and they become directors, or they go and they march, you know, in drum corps and they become famous in their own right, you know, it's rewarding to see.
Yes, I can imagine that. It's just incredible. So tell me about yourself. You know, so you said you were born here. Do you have brother, you know, family?
I have two sisters, Renee.
Of course, why wouldn't I know there'd be women around you? I can see it.
I have two sisters, a sister named Renee, and I have a younger sister named Sonia. My mother's name is Lottie, and she lives here in Santa Barbara. My sister Sonia lives down in Los Angeles, and my oldest sister Renee, she lives up in Northern California with her family.
Wow, so you have nephews and nieces? And
I do. Actually, my nephew has just gotten into music as well, and he's going off to college to pursue music. He also sings.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah.
And what's his name?
His name is Troy.
Troy.
Yeah.
Wow. And he's up north.
Yeah, they're in Walnut Creek, California.
Oh, Walnut Creek.
Yeah.
That's a real. One of our U.S. band's co-op singers. That's where Ramiro Guzman is from, right? Walnut Creek. It's supposed to be beautiful up there. In fact, he put something on Facebook yesterday. Carlos Santana has a restaurant there called Maria.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, okay. I know. He really put that on Facebook. He says, I just did my walk past Carlos Santana's restaurant. I thought that was interesting. But he's a great singer too, Ramiro, and we're hoping one day to get him on here too. But yeah, so, and your dream, so you and Jamie, are you going, Jamie has a place in Las Vegas, correct?
Yes, she does.
So will you be guys going to retire there one day? Or?
It would be nice.
You would like
nice,
that too?
It would be nice. There's a lot of entertainment out there. There are a lot of high schools out there. You know, definitely I could go and teach there as well. Right now I'm happy being here in Santa Barbara and doing what I'm doing.
Yeah, too many people would miss you, I think. It's because it's, as you say, it's not an easy profession for people to get in, but it's also not an easy task for the schools to find a dedicated person like yourself who's willing, has the passion, and as Donna Rose, when she was on here talking about her color guard as being a director of color guard, it's very difficult because the schools, I don't know if it's the same with the percussion and the marching band, but for her, in her field, it's very difficult now with the government the way it is and stopping all the money that the schools are getting, and it's really hard. So I always tell everybody out there, when there's a fundraiser on and you see, you know, the young people from the schools, they want you to wash a car, $10 to have your car washed, please, you know, don't just drive by those things, you know, really, really support. And I'm always saying that because I'm sure there's a lot of fundraisers that you guys are doing. Is there anything you'd like to tell them about how they could really help the percussionists in your school?
You know, right now, just donations to the program and to all the programs around Santa Barbara would be great. Right now, the school district is, there's not much funding that comes from the school districts because of everything going on with the government. And, you know, there have been so many budget cuts that right now we're really just living on what we can bring in through fundraising. And so anybody, if they can come in and they can help with donations, anything like that, that's generally the best way. But yeah, if you do see a car wash, if there's a student who comes to your house and they want to sell you candy, tickets to go do something, whatever it may be, you know, please support the arts, you know.
And so can you let the people know out there how they can actually do that if they did want to donate to your school or to the school's programs? How would they go about that? Do you have like a website that they go on? Can you tell them?
Generally what you would do is you would contact the school. You contact the school that you want to donate to, whether it be, you know, San Marcos High School or Dos Pueblos High School, any of the schools around town, and you would get in contact with their director and they would give you all the information in terms of how to donate to that program.
So what's in store for the school because we're coming up to well, I guess the camp starts soon. Camp starts soon, 3 weeks, and then they go back into school. This will air when they're just about back into school. So what have you got in store? Is it new composing for you? How does that work?
We start our marching band season coming up here. End of August, September, we start our field season. The bands that I work with, whether it be San Marcos or Dos Pueblos, will start their competitive seasons, and we put on our field shows, and yeah, for everybody to come out and see.
So, and do you have like local shows that because I know you, if it's the same as the Color Guard, where you do all your rehearsing and so forth, and then you sort of have like a parent night where everyone can come. Are anybody in the public able to just go to those shows, or is it only specifically parents? Or
generally, if you want to see the band in town, you would go to a football game. Generally, a Friday night football game. You could come out to a rehearsal, an evening rehearsal. For instance, at San Marcos, you could come watch rehearsal on Tuesday nights. You could come watch rehearsal. Or you could drive to a competition. We do have some local competitions, mainly in the Oxnard and Ventura County area.
Because I do know that you go quite a long way too, don't you? There's a time period where you go out to Arizona and even as far as Las Vegas sometimes.
Yeah, we have done that.
And then the big, huge ones to Ohio, which is like they call that
That's WGI.
Yeah, WGI.
Winter Guard International.
Winter Guard International.
Yeah, that happens generally. Those competitions happen in the springtime.
By April.
Yeah,
yes.
They happen in the springtime. With the indoor things, whether it be the Color Guard or the percussion ensemble, all that stuff happens generally from December through May.
Okay. I know, because that is sort of, the percussion does their own, there's the marching band and the Color Guard all coming together, and then you see them at the football games, which is a really exciting time. The kids love it. The young people that are in these programs, folks, they just really love going and being able to perform at the football games. It's exciting for them. And then when it gets into, you know, as you say, the springtime, they have their own. I know Color Guard has, Winter Guard is their own little group, you know, and then does the drummers do too, don't they?
Yeah, we have Winter Percussion, which is our
yeah.
own entity, and we perform on gym floors, generally throughout Southern California. We do occasionally travel out of state. We'll travel to Phoenix.
Wow.
We've traveled to Northern California, and this past April we traveled to WGI in Dayton, Ohio.
Wow, and how did they go?
It was great. It was great. We made it into the semifinals round.
Wonderful.
The students were thrilled. It's not something that we're going to get a chance to do quite often. Financially, it's really expensive.
Every year you say that, but somehow or other, every year you go, don't you?
We don't go to WGI every year.
You don't?
It's become more of an every other year thing now.
Okay.
We used to go every year, but it's just gotten so expensive with air flights and hotels and budgeting. It's just too expensive now.
Yeah, I know. It's such a shame. You know, we really, really have to help our local schools, everybody. So constantly look for the fundraisers that they put on, and really let's support these wonderful programs, because it's like Idonna Rose when she was here talking about the Color Guard. You know, it's a great program for young people, you know, because it stops them getting into a lot of trouble. She said herself, if she had not had Color Guard, you know, the Winter Guard program to, you know, immerse herself into, who knows, she said, what trouble she may have got into.
Yeah,
and I think that that's one of the major things nowadays, that we want our young people to really do their dreams. And if they love to play instruments, you know, especially drums, then please get in touch with Lizelle Henderson, and who is just, you know, full of passion about these programs. So how would they get a hold of you, Lizelle? Do you give out your emails and your phone numbers?
Generally, with my teaching, I do give private lessons.
Wonderful, private lessons.
I do give private lessons. Generally, though, you would get in touch with me through either San Marcos High School or Dos Pueblos High School through their music programs, and I am on their websites as well.
Okay, so, and do you want us to give the, you know, because if there is people out there that want to get private lessons, do they call you, text you, or email you?
They could email me at lozell58@cox.net. That's L-O-Z. That's LOZELL58@cox.net if you want to set up private lessons.
Okay, great. Well, so as far as yourself, what's in store for I know that there's some exciting things going on personally in your life and your dreams. I hope that, I know you can't talk about them too much right now. I'm not sure if you want to share a little bit about it that you can share, and then come back one day and tell us more. But
Sure.
Tell them, you know, what is in store for you in the future.
Emmanuel Baker, a lot of people know him as Bucket Baker. We've put together a educational game that we are going to hopefully release soon. We've done some video work with it with some of the local students. Actually, I used some of my percussionists from San Marcos.
Wonderful.
And we're trying to release that soon.
Well, that's exciting. So we'll look forward to seeing Lizelle Henderson again when he comes back onto the Mini Woodstock Festival. Tell us more exciting programs he's got in store for people, and lots of wonderful entertainment. And all I can say is I wish you the best of luck, and I look forward to coming to the football games and seeing your percussionists play, and because I really love to see that. It was a wonderful time when Arthur was doing it and Idonna Rose, and it's always wonderful for parents to go out. And really, if you're at home and you don't have very much to do and you're wondering what to do in Santa Barbara, really follow the school's programs in regards to the marching band, the percussion bands, the Winter Guard, because it's exciting, and it really, really keeps us as older people really generated, and our energy gets boosted. So go see those percussionists. There's nothing more exciting than to see a load of young men banging away, and women banging away on those drums. So thanks a lot again, Lizelle, for coming. Oh, you're welcome. Thank you. And also give my love to Jamie and everybody else that you know you're in contact with that knows us, and do tell them to come on and tell us all about their exciting times in the entertainment field.
I will do that.
You know, and before we go, of course, what's on next? It's our musician segment. So don't adjust your TVSB channel. Stay on channel 17 locally, and continue to watch the Mini Woodstock Festival, because I'm sure we have a wonderful musician coming up next for you all to enjoy. Thanks so much for listening to us talk with Lizelle Henderson. Bye-bye for now. Cheers. Hi everybody, you're at the Mini Woodstock Festival in the Musicians Corner, and I'm very excited to let you know that we have a wonderful guest with us tonight. So get your hors d'oeuvres, get your drinks. Maybe they're not alcoholic, or maybe they are, but whatever, relax and follow us in the Mini Woodstock Festival. Now you stay on TVSB, okay? So today I'm going to introduce you to a man. His name's Richard Brill. And I do know that he's from all the way over in England, actually Scotland. So Richard, thank you very much for coming all the way from Ventura.
Yeah.
We appreciate you coming to see us. And I would just love to know all about your life as a musician, why you started to practice whatever it is you play, why you decided to be an independent artist in the musician world. And tell us all about yourself, Richard.
Well, first of all, thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it. So my father was a child prodigy on the violin. Wow. So I guess musicianship's just in my family. And he used to play in the orchestra pits, playing for silent movies as a child, or all his way up through his teens. And then he became a leader of orchestras.
Wow.
So I've always been involved in music. I've been playing instruments, I guess, since about 5 or 6. Whenever I pick up an instrument, I can play a tune within minutes.
Wow, that's incredible. And who is this child prodigy, your father? Can you imagine that, folks?
Yeah, unfortunately he's passed.
Yeah, but what was his name? Would we know him? I'm sure he must be
not
famous.
so much. Again, he went into business and did it as a hobby more than as a profession.
Wow, but you were only 5 when you started picking up instruments? Yeah. That's fantastic. And what was your first one? Was a violin, you said?
Yeah. Unfortunately, I didn't have an affinity for that. I'm left-handed, and I wanted to play the violin left-handed, and only one person has played the violin left-handed, and that was Charlie Chaplin. So.
Oh, that's right. He did play the violin left-handed.
I
think I read that somewhere.
So there was a little pushback from my perspective there, and of course, I wasn't. I like classical music, but it wasn't my passion.
No.
So I guess that the first real instrument I played was a recorder.
The recorder,
yeah.
Wow, that's a that's a flute type of instrument,
yeah.
Right? Yeah. It's what do they call that? It's the what are they? A wind
instrument.
Yes, yes. I remember recorder. I think I played the recorder because I went to school in England too. So I think I played the recorder in music class in England when I was little. You know, that's amazing. I don't hear many people speak of the recorder anymore.
Okay.
You just don't.
Well, you know what? Wild Thing, that's got a recorder solo in it.
Has it really? Wild Thing?
Yeah.
Exciting. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Carry on. This is exciting.
So I started playing that, and then I'm at that age that the Beatles came out just as I was turning into a teenager.
Wow.
So that kind of formed my musical life. I wanted to play the guitar, so for my bar mitzvah, I got a guitar.
Oh, fantastic.
And the unfortunate part was that there were, it's not like it is today, so there wasn't that many guitar teachers around to teach music, and then obviously rock and roll was in its infancy, so styles hadn't been perfected, Eric Clapton wasn't famous yet, Jimi Hendrix wasn't famous yet, so I didn't have the luxury that people have today to be able to pick up. So
you did it by yourself, though?
Yeah, we all did.
Everybody did.
You know, there's 5 or 4 of us in the band. We sat and just played and picked things up as we went along.
So you started your own band then when you were a teenager?
13.
Or?
13.
13, that's like me. I was doing shows in my backyard, selling tickets and everything at that age too. That's for sure.
So I played. I was quite fortunate that the bands I played in during my teens at least had one good player in it. So the first band had somebody that backed T-Rex, so he was in T-Rex for a while. Yeah,
really?
And the other one was he played with Cliff Richard, keyboard player.
Did he? Oh God, Cliff Richard.
So I mean, he was an excellent. Really?
Yeah.
So he was an excellent. So he was an excellent keyboard player.
Awesome.
So that was pretty cool.
We're all going on a summer holiday.
Yeah, I think it was his later stuff. We were still too young. And of course, when talking of Cliff Richard, the Shadows, obviously they were my idols.
My brothers started, remember the days, because they're older than me, but they started a skiffle group.
Skiffle.
Do you remember the skiffle? Do you
I
remember
did, but
Lonnie
not being American,
Donegan?
nobody knows
Lonnie
what skiffle is,
Donegan and
yeah.
the skiffle
Yeah.
group. Well, I forgot what was it called. Lonnie Donegan and I forgot what name we called it, but they had a skiffle group. Oh, a skiffle
Like
band.
Cumberland Gap.
Yeah, and my brothers made their bass out of the box and the boom, 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 boom. And that my brothers did that, yeah. So it's always, my family are all performers too, but we're all independent artists always. We've always just done it. We love to do it, and we do lots of other things too.
Yeah, and we, obviously the way that British music evolved, that I wasn't necessarily that aware that the music that Cream were doing was actually the blues from years ago.
Because the band Cream went into, wasn't that Eric Clapton?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then, and wait a minute, because, I went from acting and a model from here, and then I went to England and then became the world's first metal rock motoring superstar through my company. So I was sort of like learning all about the different people. But it was Cream, and then he went, oh God, what was the other band he was in, Eric Clapton, before? He wasn't in Animals, was it?
No, Blind Faith, Yardbirds.
Oh, Yardbirds, there it is, yeah. Let's have some fun and have a jam, and thank you so much for coming and telling us all about your music, and we're going to have a jam there. Cheers.
Cheers.
It's graduation. Let's play. Let's play. Let's play. Graduation is the time to play. Graduation is the time to play. Mommy's away. Mommy's away. Mommy's away. Mommy's away. Come over to my house, baby. Let's play. Come over to my house, baby. 'Cause Mommy's away, way. I said Mommy's away.